Welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Tuesday, and it is 5 p.m. A little bit after, but it is 5 o'clock. So welcome to the show. We got a great show lined up for you guys today, and I'm telling you, we're running a little late because we had a little technical difficulty, but we getting it worked out here. This it's one of those things. When you're doing a live broadcast, things happen. So I just want you guys to be aware of what's going on. I think I might have resolved the problem while we're running a little late. Let me see if I can fix this right quick myself. Did that pick you all up? They're in the green room listening to the show. Was that able to make it happen for you? Can y'all hear me now? Same way? Okay. All right. So anyway, we got the notations in the green room, y'all. I was trying to try a little trick and see if I can make it work on my end, but that didn't work, so I don't know what else to do. So look, let's get this puppy started in here. First thing I want to do is give a shout out. The shout out I want to give is to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we have been traveling together, I tell you, it has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as he and his family. So I tell you, the reason why I talk about my mentor as much as I do, because I want to encourage people to get a mentor. When you get a mentor, they can help you navigate through life and help you work through situations and circumstances that people don't need to try to figure out on their own. See, so get your mentor, somebody that you can trust, that can help you and be a blessing to you and your family, and you can be a blessing to him and his family. Okay? So once you do that, I want you to get a show so you can shout your mentor out. Okay? So now, I want to invite you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to notice the very first thing that you can watch the show live from the website. So every time I'm live, you can go to the website and see the live show. The next thing I want you to notice is that we have advertisers. So I'm going to go through a few of them right here. RRJ Web Solutions. If you have a problem with your website, a broken website, I've got a guy that can make your website work. He can fix it and straighten it out. If you would like to design a website, he can help you do that. He can put your website together, get whatever chaos is in your head. He can help you put a website together to help you design so you can have your products out there so that people can see what you have and what you're doing. The second one I want to talk about is Source Synergy. Source Synergy is helping people with energy solutions. So if you are interested in learning about solar panels, Source Synergy can help you for your business and your home. They are helping people all across the world with their energy solutions. The next one I want to talk about is Port Again Sam. Now, Port Again Sam is bringing in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world. And I tell you, if you have not experienced Port Again Sam yet, you need to click on his banner, go over there, make an appointment for a wine tasting, and check out what he has to offer. Find out what your new wine is going to be. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Check out Port Again Sam. And last but not least, if you have information, if you would like to have information about the stock market or the Forex market, then you should check out Prince Hunter Financial Group. They're teaching people how to learn how to make your next $1 million on the stock market. They're educating people, and if you tell them you heard about it on this show, they're offering 4 free classes for you to begin the process of learning. Okay? So that is something you definitely want to check out, the Prince Hunter Financial Group. So now, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we got the notations, the illustrious, legendary brothers singing group that I have had the pleasure of interviewing before. So this is their first time on this show, but I'm so excited to have them, and I'm looking so much forward to hearing what they have to say today and rubbing it in y'all face if y'all missed at the concert they did 2 months ago, around almost exactly, 2 months ago. So welcome to the show.
Hey, now.
Look,
All
even
right.
y'all say hey in harmony. Boy, I tell you, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, man, it is a pleasure to have you guys on the microphone again, man. I'm so excited, man. Look, I got to tell on myself. You know, about a week ago, I went over to their rehearsal, and, you know, Marzette is a man of the street. And I tell you, he had me over there telling stories for 2 whole hours. I didn't know they still had to rehearse. And then, Cliff said, "Oh no, we're gonna run through this show." And I was like, man, I felt so bad. I was like, man, I'm sorry, because y'all could have told me to shut the hell up and get the hell out a long time ago. But, you know, that's what happens when brothers get together, and we really have similar backgrounds. You know, Eric, raise your hand.
Yo.
Been knowing Eric since the 70s. You know, me and that brother, you know, we used to do all type of entertainment stuff. He was a good guy. I was the bad guy. But we was out there in the 70s, you know, doing what we do. And I've been knowing him that long.
Yeah.
And Marzette and Cliff, we just started kicking it. But I tell y'all this, I'm telling you about Cliff. Last time it was me that talked for 2 hours. We was at Casper's visitation, and he talked for 2 whole hours, and I just enjoyed every bit of it, you know, because, you know, Casper was that person. For those that don't know, he passed away a couple of weeks ago. And I tell you, he has been, you know, the type of guy that you just love to know. So now we know who Eric is. So Marzette, raise your hand. The other way. There you go. And Cliff is in the middle. So thank you guys, man. So as I started out in the introduction, I just want to remind people of what they missed out on, man. I got to start there because you guys had a wonderful concert here in Chicago, sold out. You know, I ain't never seen so many old skeezers in my entire life, you know.
Old skeezers.
Look, yeah, I call them old skeezers. Yeah, they came up in there. Wasn't a young person in the whole house. They was all dressed like it was like 50 years ago when they could fit them clothes, you know. But that was your fan base, and they was there, and I tell you, everybody had a wonderful time, you know. So, you know, for those that missed the show, you missed a great performance, you know. And then you had my boy, the saxophone player, Ronnie G. Yeah, Ronnie G was a bad boy. And then you had the young lady from, where was she from? Memphis, St. Louis, something like that? Nashville. Yeah. She, you know, she was opening act for you. Yeah, for you guys. And then you had the comedian, what was it, Black Diamond?
Black Ice.
Black Ice. I almost got it right. Black Diamond was a strip club that used to be out here in Country Club Hills, you know, Black Diamond. My mind went there. My bad. I'm sorry. You know, as you can see, I let my hair down. You know, I'm at home,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
family, I'm family, so hey, but yeah, it was a stellar performance by everybody. The band was outstanding. All the people were just, man, on point. And you guys, y'all did a wardrobe change. Y'all didn't think I noticed that, but I saw that. Y'all did a.
You didn't see it.
Y'all didn't see it? Okay.
You heard about
Yeah,
it. You heard about it.
I heard about it. Man, I'm sitting there. I think I got it on because I ain't gonna lie, I was bootlegging. I wasn't recording it for everybody to see because I said they should have bought a ticket. But I just put yeah,
How much you
I
selling
put
it for?
yeah, I got to put a cut. Well, see, y'all had people actually recording the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that performance? Now, that's a good question to start out with. So, will they be able to go watch the replay of that somewhere in the future?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coming up probably by next month.
Okay, so
This
next month.
For sure.
Yeah.
This month at least. Yeah.
Yeah, so is it going to be a pay-per-view event where they got to pay some money in order to see it?
Change. Yeah. Oh, we're thinking about $1.99. That's pretty decent for an hour, 40-minute concert.
Was it that short?
We put up on Eventbrite and all the other spots we can put it up on Facebook and so on.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be. I thought the show was longer than that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are just going to put up your section. You're not going to put the whole thing up.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, got you. All right, yeah, because you had two sets. The first set you all did, and then the second set when y'all came back out. So you're not gonna put the other artists up there, Ronnie G and all of them.
Right.
Miss Val.
Miss Val will be
she'll
there.
on
Miss Val will be on there.
She's actually
Okay.
one of our artists. We're actually we represent her. So we're managing her. So she's underneath our umbrella.
Yeah.
She's under our production.
So Miss Val is under the family. So what is the name of, since you went there, what is the name of your management company and or record label or anything like that? Now, be careful now, because the last famous person that said they had a record label, nothing ever happened. So I ain't gonna put y'all in the category with them, but
We'll let you know that soon.
Right. We're working on the legalities out right now.
Right.
So you're gonna have your own record label, managed company.
Yeah, managed company for sure, and we're with a record label, so we may become a subsidiary. So we're waiting to see how the how it's going to work out logistically for us.
Okay, so you guys are not slowing down by any means necessary.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Okay.
As long as it gets us up, we keep going.
I know that's right. Yeah. Now I know that you guys have a large fan base on the West Coast, California, and Vegas. So I know they bring you out there quite a bit, to perform. So is that something that you're going to continue to do, or you're going to change directions, or you're going to do more stuff in Chicago? What's it look like for you guys?
Well, the West Coast, we're going to keep that. We've been doing that for about 20 years.
Okay.
And all the big shows out there, like Fresno, LA itself, we're going to continue that for sure. And then we will pick up some more things here in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah. I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they have the Chicago Music Awards coming up towards the end of the month, and they're starting to do more events at the what they call it, the Harold Washington Center, I think they call it. And I know that's 1,000-seat venue. So I know the last place that you did, was it 1,000 or close to 1,000 seats?
Close.
So we know that you can fill 1,000-seat venue here in Chicago. So would that be something you're going towards? Because I know they also have downtown. I can't even think of the name of it, but it's the Harris Theater all the way down. That's 1,000-seat venue too. Downtown, but that's a different type of parking and stuff like that. So you're gonna stay in that range, 1,000-seat venues or more?
It's kind of hard to say because when we're out on the West Coast,
it's huge. All of the spots on the West Coast are usually, for example, in LA, the very, very first one that we did out there in LA was at the Spline Auditorium.
Okay.
The largest. From there, it just escalated to the America West Arena in Phoenix where the Suns play ball. Those are the kind of stadiums, 15, 20,000, 13, this kind of thing. And you always have 8, 9 acts on the show.
Right.
From Delphonics, Stylistics, us, Ray Goodman and Brown, Zap Band, this kind of thing. So it's always huge.
Old school show. Yeah.
And the audience out there, just so you know, is 90% Chicano.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And they know every word to every song.
Just the song. Yes,
wow. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm finna get stupid now. So would y'all say y'all a crossover band?
we crossed over the border.
I'm saying that October 7th, we're gonna be in Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Yeah.
Tijuana. Tijuana, Mexico.
Yes, indeed.
Man, Tijuana used to be a very, big tourist attraction for people, crossing over from San Diego.
Right.
But ever since the cartel started acting stupid, Mexico really kind of lost its flavor, especially those border towns,
Yeah.
Yeah, there have been so many vicious rumors of, tourists winding up missing and stuff like that. And then, but it didn't used to be like that.
No, we're going to make sure Marzette get back. We ain't going to leave him there.
Hey, look, notice how they look. They said, look. They picked on you with that one, bro. So when the limousine leave, you better be in it.
Yeah, brother, I'm suitcase material.
I know that's right. But that's beautiful, Tijuana. Have you been, has anybody else been reaching out to you, like to other Spanish-speaking countries like Puerto Rico, things like that?
Yeah, we got other in Spotify where a lot of the videos are. We have a total of 9 videos out there streamed on all the sites. And Spotify has a sheet. Matter of fact, I was looking at it last night for the month of August through September. And we got places like, I'm just looking at the listings, Portugal, all through that. We are
okay.
The West Coast is the largest.
Okay.
And it goes on from there. So stuff is being seen across the country.
Good. But nobody reached out to you all to bring y'all there yet. The reason why I'm asking because I'm trying to be y'all friend. I want to go too. Look, I'll be the bait. While y'all get away, they'll catch me and then y'all can get away.
No, we have conversations going in different areas throughout the country. So internationally as well, there's some things going on that's bubbling right now. So we're moving around. We got new videos coming out soon. So that's keeping the momentum going. So we don't like to talk about it too much till it happens. We don't want to be like
I got you. I got you. Well, I'm just trying to, let your fans know what's really going on with you guys now, because, people that may not be in the Chicago area, they may not really know, other than, going to your website, which is listed, on the bottom of the screen there where they can go. So you keep all your information updated there, but I don't want them to find out after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like they did in Chicago. It was so crazy. I took a picture with y'all at the venue and I posted it. And some of the comments on the picture was, we didn't know the Notations was performing.
Well, I don't know why.
Yeah, look, I did an interview with you all on Street News Now about a month before the show.
Right.
And then I have been talking about it, and I have been telling people that are close to me that I was going to the show. So it was a lot of folks that that I had told they still didn't even come.
Well,
But
maybe they'll make the next one because it will be.
yeah. Well, and then too, it was a lot of stuff going on that day.
Oh, that's right. True that.
So like there was a lot of stepper stuff going on.
Yeah. Well, it was spread out pretty equally because we had a house full. So
right, absolutely.
So there might not have been room for a lot more folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I would like to say this though. Go ahead. Out there, we do have some new music coming.
Okay.
Some new music coming. I'm talking about original stuff coming at you very soon.
Good.
All the videos that are out there, the 9, they are classic old school songs, which you would know automatically, like "I'm Your Puppet," "In the Morning," "All Day Music" by War. We recorded these with video, and they are they're being accepted very well.
Yeah. Well, classic music is first of all music. Okay, it ain't sampled. It ain't some stuff. Somebody might sample your stuff, and then try and make hip hop out of it. But for the most part, you guys are still singing. Every one of you guys are accomplished vocalists. And probably musicians too. So it is definitely a breath of fresh air to be able to grasp hold of real music, especially for my generation and older, music. This is music. Ain't nobody screaming, hollering, calling nobody, bitches and hoes and pants sagging. I'm a witness. They had old school, sparkly uniforms on.
Absolutely.
That was beautiful. I enjoyed every bit of it, man. And that's why I'm excited about, how you guys operate and how you doing what you're doing, because I remember the days when that stuff used to be, prevalent. I was telling somebody, I think, when I was over there running my mouth for 2 hours, we were talking about the Marriott ballrooms. Remember those?
Right.
When they used to do the shows, where they had a dinner and a show, and all the classic groups used to go down there. Like the Dells, the Shy Lights, the Temptations. They worked those Marriotts. Man, and then when they shut them down, there was nothing like it ever again. Like even going back before that or around the same time. In Chicago, you remember when we used to have the Millionaires Club?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was dinner and a show.
Right.
And that was, stuff like that had kind of, faded out. So it's great to be able to see you guys. And then too, like what you were talking about, when you go out to California, it's like 7 or 8 groups on the lineup.
Oh yeah,
right.
And that was like what Motown used to do. Remember Motown used to do that?
The Motown. That's right.
Yep. When Motown used to, have shows, they traveled on a bus, 2, 3 of them all across the country, doing shows with their entire lineup, on those shows, So some of those things are, very popular. They're coming back because people are getting their money's worth.
Right.
So I know you don't want to talk about too much stuff that ain't happening, but so what do you guys want to talk about? Don't everybody speak at once.
The main thing what I like to say is that we working seriously hard on new music to come out. And a lot of this is going to be things. They're going to wonder, is that the notations? They're not going to really know.
Oh yeah.
Because we can sing anything. So what we're doing is trying to keep up. We got some real good original material that's going to be hitting the radio soon, for sure.
Okay. We
got some things that are already ready to go. It's just a matter of getting the right time and right, things set for us to put it out there.
Now, is this the only thing that all of you all are doing? You know, because I got to tell on myself again. When I ran into Eric after, you know, because we had lost track of each other for a while,
Right.
and then we finally caught back up with him. And I used to see these flyers out with Eric Rapier on it.
Right.
And I said, I know he is not trying to rap, you know. And at the concert, I had to chuckle when he said, I am Eric Rapier Bryant. And I was like, he said, that's my middle name.
let me correct it again for you. It's Eric Rapier.
Rapier.
Middle name. Rapier is my middle name. Born with that name. So I've been Rapiering all my life. I ain't never rapped.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I was.
Everybody did that one.
I was like, oh no, he ain't, cause you know, I graduated from public school, so I didn't put the accent on it like I was supposed to, you know. And I was like, and I remember having conversations with people, man. And did y'all ever see Eric's rap show? You know.
No, we don't know that.
They was like, no. Matter of fact, we ain't seen him. You know. So I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I had not known that. I was like, dang, and I thought I knew the brother. You know. So is anything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you know, is there anything else going on? Y'all got some individual projects, because all of you all are so talented. You know, anything y'all can talk about, not talk about?
Well, I have an individual project that I work with, you know, as Marzette Griffith. However, this weekend, this Sunday, I'll be in Maywood doing a live performance. It's free. Come on out. Starts at 10 o'clock. It's Maywood's Fest. I'll be out there working all day long.
All day long?
All day long.
Man, they're going to get their money's worth, ain't you?
Boy, ain't they? Their money's worth. Come on out and have some fun.
Yeah, boy. I tell you, boy. I remember when Gus used to try to be their booking agent for at Maywood Fest.
You mentioned that too.
Yep. At the Maywood Fest, boy, he had me out there one day, and he had every gospel group he knew, everybody out there, man. And we was out there, man, and he wouldn't even feed us, man. We had to send out for food on our own, you know. Yeah, me and Total Eclipse, you know. Yeah, man, we was out in the back hanging out, and I was like, man, we gonna get some food. We was throwing chicken bones over our shoulder and stuff, man. You know, we got some food that day, but yeah, he didn't get us no food. But so what else is going on, man? I mean, you know, I know it's got to be some other stuff happening that y'all can talk about. I'm trying to, you know, let you pick and choose the direction that it go in, because I don't want to say nothing that y'all be saying, why did he say that? You know.
Well, we want to give a shout out to our record company, Silent Giant. They're coming with a new project on us as well. So I want you to be listening out for that.
Yes.
Some new videos.
And they are out in Sherman Oaks, California. And again, might I say, it's a Chicano-owned company.
Yes.
Okay.
And they reached out to us. It was in 2018. Yeah. And we've been with them ever since. And they're doing a great job of getting the videos out. If you go to www.thenotations.com, all 9 videos are right there. Yeah. Or Facebook or Vivo, any of the sites, you can see them. Mm-hmm. And in the can, what we got in the can to cut, we got about 4 left to cut videos too. We got to go back out there.
We out there soon for that.
Yeah, and we got 4 more to cut. And for those that may not know, we recut I'm Still Here with video this time.
Okay.
Which we never had. I never had that. So we got it now. That'll probably be the next one coming out.
Okay. So let's take a history lesson. So how long have the Notations been around?
The group was started 62 at Parker High School here in Chicago. And then in 69, signed the first deal because of Syl Johnson. He gave us the first recording deal.
Okay.
And by 70, I'm Still Here hit the charts. August 28th, 1970. 42 days later, number one across the country.
Okay.
So that's a long time, about 50 some years.
Yeah. So looking back over time, how many members of the Notations have you had? And I know there was the original guys and some of them passed away. So how many members?
Temptations?
I said Notations.
Well, I tell you this.
Say Temptations?
We haven't had as many as Otis, for sure. But okay, let's start. Let's go back. I'll take you back. So in the beginning was myself, Cliff Curry, LaSalle Matthews, and James Stroud. That was the beginning part. When we left the first label, which was Twilight Records, over to Curtis Mayfield's label, that was my mentor, Curtis Mayfield, and Eddie Thomas. God bless both of them. And from there, Emmett brought in Bobby Thomas and Walter Jones. So that was the first changes. LaSalle was still there. That was my right hand. So from there, Walter Jones and Bobby Thomas came in. Walter, I knew Walter because he was with another local group here in Chicago called the Five Crowns. And they had a, very good record at the time. So from there, a little bit down the line, Jimmy, my original guy, he left because he had a calling to become a minister. So he left, but he stayed until we trained someone else to come in. And I'd say altogether, I was just looking at that the other day, I'd say about seven changes.
7 changes.
And that
now, yeah. So now that Marzette have found a home with the Notations, what were you doing before you found a home here?
What was I doing?
Yeah, I know you had your solo stuff, but did you, your history, you want to share people?
Oh yeah, I was with the group out of Chicago. We were signed to the Epic label. The group was called Essence. Mm-hmm. And that was the late 60s, early 70s. Left the group Essence. I was with a band called Power. That was the backup band for Bobby Womack at the time. Then we wind up, group came back together. It was 3 of Essence. And we went on to do some other original material and was released. And then I went in my solo project. After my solo project, Marshall Thompson picked me up with the Shy Lights.
Right.
So I traveled with those guys for a minute. And I had the pleasure of working with Ray Goodman and Brown as well, So it's been a real good moment. But I got a phone call from this guy right here and that young man over there. And listen, I've been having a good time.
That's absolutely wonderful. So Eric, you want to run all the way back to when you was
get him.
all the way back. You
can tell more about me than I remember. So,
so now he got he got amnesia. But I know before Eric and Smoke, was there anything before that, or that's where it all started?
Yeah, just my mama taking me to the clubs and making me sing when I was like 8 years old. Sang for real. At the Panama, they Panama and I'm singing. And then that came Eric and Smoke. So Eric and Smoke was actually my first time. Well, I can't really say that. I mean, it was my first time as a professional, stepping out as a professional, but I mean, there's been a lot of singing going on coming up to that even led me to that moment, So once I got there, and it was always in the blood, my mom sang, my uncle sang. They were just really out there doing their thing, and I was back there in the way. And now I see all of the people around them that grew up, and they say, "Hey, man, we come to pay money to see you sing now." So it's been a good ride. When I left Eric and Smoke, though, I did a solo thing, Keynote Records. We had like 3 cuts that played over 8 countries for about, I'd say probably about 5-6 years. Good little run. And that was kind of a motivating thing for me to continue to do it because I was getting the calls and I'm getting calls, over in London say, yeah, your cut is still playing. And I had forgotten all about it, but they play old school stuff over there was new. Old school here was new over there.
Right.
And, so it's been going good. But since we hooked up, man, it's like everything else was like a preview of what we're doing now. It's not even, man, we haven't even touched the skies yet. We see the potential is there, and we're reaching for it, and it's the blessings.
Okay, we got froze up there, so don't know what happened. Okay. There you go. You back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it froze up for a second there. So I kind of remember back in the 70s when you guys, Eric and Smoke, were being romanced by Teddy Pendergrass. You remember that?
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, they were doing rehearsals in the basement under the barbershop. You
remember that? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do
we
remember
were traveling
that.
around with. We did some things with Jeffrey Osborne and Patrice Rushen and. I can't even think all the guys was on that. There was a Womack thing was going on, and what was the Edwin Hawkins singers did some things with them, So it's a lot of stuff that I don't really talk about too much. But,
yeah. Well, back then you also played keyboard. Do you still play?
I played to write. You know what? I pick up a keyboard every now and then, and we write music right down here, right now.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
We get right in here, we get it in, we put some
Yeah.
We got some stuff going on right now that's gonna shock everybody.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, very, very talented group of brothers that came together and joined forces to create this version of the notations. Man, outstanding, man. I tell you, man, I'm excited to know y'all. I really am.
Excited to know you too, Dr. Ron.
Yeah,
We're
man,
trying
bless
to
you.
pick up more and more new fans as well. And like I said, we want them to go out to the site, check the videos out. Some that have not saw them, some have. And like I said, the new music is coming. It's coming.
Right. Well, I think old school music, and we know because nothing new under the sun. So a lot of the young artists that are sampling stuff. So do you see any of your music being sampled or possibly sampled by any of the young groups?
Not just sampled, but remade. They did some remakes of I'm Still Here.
Yeah, well, I've had a couple of situations. Snoop Dogg sampled I'm Still Here on, I think it's been a couple of albums back called Never Left. And he sampled I'm Still Here. I had another artist from the West Coast again, and he's Chicano, and Kid Frost. He sampled I'm Still Here. He used the whole track, and he had Rudy Salas and them did the background for it. So yeah, but you know what? That's a good thing. As long as they do it right, that's a good thing. Because that just lets you know that they're reaching back and they're grabbing the classic old school stuff. And that happens a lot now with the music and the samples.
Absolutely.
Music, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of tunes that they think they're hearing for the first time by, say, Mary J. Blige, but if they go back and find out, she just reached back and sampled that from one of the classic old school artists.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Not to change direction, but you saw us doing all that wave. We're doing like the wave.
Yeah.
We're the new management. We want to introduce you to our manager too.
Come on, bring it on.
World to our manager. Come over here, Darnice. Come over here. Her name is Darnice Cox. This is our manager. Come here, Darnice.
He's in here.
Come on in here.
Yeah, look at her. Look at her. Hey, how you doing?
That's notation manager.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you. I got a chance to see you in action at the concert, that they had where they sold out when you was fussing and fighting with folks, trying to make them do the right thing.
Some people came up missing that night.
Look, she was over there. Look, she was over there trying to crack a whip with a chair, and then her husband was behind her with that pistol in his hand. So she thought it was her barking that got him to do right, but it was that pistol. He was like, act up if you want to, Yeah, because that was some behind the scenes going on that I tell you, having great management is truly a blessing.
Absolutely.
Because what happens when you have great management, then the artists can do what they do.
True.
They can go on stage and do what they have a passion to do, and that's what happens. So definitely having great management. So I applaud you. I got a chance to see you in action. Then you babysitted Marzette when he came to the viewing. I saw that. So that's good management. The Casper viewing. That's good. That's good management there. Like, look, great stuff. Yeah.
I got a little story I want to tell on the management side.
Come on.
Through my whole career of the leader and founder of the Notations, I only had one manager, and that was Emmett Garner. You know Emmett.
Mm-hmm.
And we fired Emmett as a manager, but we kept him as a hugely great friend. Outstanding promotion man back in the day. The reason we fired him was because Emmett didn't believe in following up on stuff like he should. Now, if you get that record played, Emmett was going to get it on. It was going to the station. It was going to get played. So with this change, with this young lady here, we don't have to worry about her following up on nothing. She's on top of it.
Well, thank you, sir.
So it's a great thing. Thanks, we say it once, it's done. We can just shut up and back up.
Absolutely.
What's funny too, when he mentioned Emmett, see, we've been around each other for years and not been together and not really knowing each other. But when he started talking about the Emmett Gardners and Clarence Johnson and these are the same guys that I was with, and they was just pulling me up through the wings, and we never hooked up.
Never ran into each other.
I found a poster. I found a poster that said Eric Rapier and the Notations on the same show, and I still
wow.
But I got the poster. I got the poster.
Wow.
I could not tell you what it. I don't.
I think it was it. I don't know. It was
I think you saw it over there.
But it was so many years ago. I just happened to be in the garage going through paperwork, and I'm like, look at this.
Wow.
So we were that close and just never. And he knew Emmett.
Yeah,
and no idea.
And that's true because like when we were talking, when I was over there messing up y'all rehearsal time, me and Marzette was talking, and we were like, man, he was like, man, you got your ear to the ground for real, because there was a lot of stuff that both of us had knew about and really didn't know that we knew about,
Didn't know one another.
Right. That's right. And it's so amazing. Like Eric, everybody know Eric. Eric tickled me one day. We was talking. And he said he was speeding down the expressway, and the state police pulled him over.
Sure.
Yeah, and he said he asked for his ID and all that stuff. So when he didn't know who the cop was, the state trooper was, but when he saw his ID, he said, "Okay, Eric and Smoke, good night."
True story.
Oh man, that's beautiful. So you never really know who's watching, who you have helped, who you have blessed, and see, all of you are, I can say this, and not bite my tongue, are beautiful people, beautiful spirits. You have not let the business mess you up, because some people, which we talked about too, had attitudes and we didn't even know why. Right. Like I can drop a name because he ain't alive no more, but Walter Jackson was a trip.
Walter,
man, woo, man. Eric I know Walter because he was around back in the day doing the Southern Lounge and all that stuff back in the day. And he was a black man with an attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was an angry black man.
Yeah.
But boy can get on stage and croon. Man, that boy was smooth as butter.
Yeah.
Yep. But man, he wasn't.
I
haven't heard a voice like that.
Speak her name. Say that. What?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And so, we were talking before you came in about how much work that they gonna have for you to, keep up with them with. They talking about going across the border and all these kind of things. I hope you got one of those GPS leg ankle bracelets for them, because they might not make it back. You might have to go looking for them. Yeah, you might need GPS to keep up with them, because if they find out how famous they are, they might not let them back across the border. They might want to keep them over there.
But you never know. I may be following.
I know that's right. Well, you might not, want to get stuck with who they're gonna keep you over there with, because look, it might be one of them crazy cartel people now sing. Might not be a good thing, but yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to be able to go and come back. So when is that show?
The 7th.
October 7th.
October the 7th. Yeah, so just about, a month from now.
Right.
Yeah. And then Marzette's going to be out in Maywood. We know you're going to safely make it out there and back. That shouldn't be no problem.
I would like to throw out there so that you just
Go ahead.
There's a series that will be coming on. The way I'm getting it, it's going to start by the end of this month. And it's through Atlas Production Company, which is part of Warner Brothers. And it's called The Original OGs.
Okay.
And we have that title song. So every time it comes on, that's going to be us you're hearing. Just that title, The Original OGs.
And it's going to be a cable show?
Well, from what I'm understanding, the information that I've gotten, it's going to be like you got BT, then you have BT Plus.
Okay.
So they're going to have it set that way, but it'll be one per week, just how they do, one each week. And that's the series. It's called The Original OGs. We have the title song.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. So do you have any other movie projects or sitcoms coming up?
Yeah. That's the one.
That's the one, huh? Okay. That's the one. All right, man. Look, I'm excited for you guys, man. Can I have y'all autograph?
So your voice is fading.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me do it back again.
Your mic.
Yeah. Okay. What about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, I was saying, can I have y'all autograph?
No.
Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, your voice is gone again.
Okay. What about now?
No.
Hello?
Yes.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I was saying, can I have y'all autograph? Look, y'all might be famous one day, Look, y'all past famous, y'all legends, and to be legends, there's a responsibility that goes along with that. So are you doing any charitable stuff? I know people probably charity you to death back in the day, but what about lately?
Well, for me, what I would really like to happen is to be able to do some things for like the Cancer Society, things of that nature. I really would like to get into something like that, to do something of that nature, or something similar to that. Yeah, I really would. And we kind of working on checking into that.
Okay, cool. So if y'all do concerts and stuff like that, and all of the proceeds go towards the organization. Okay. Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. Since you mentioned that, I remember back in the day they used to have, I know I'm finna tell my age. They used to have the Jerry Lewis telethon. Did you all ever perform on stuff like that?
Right. That was huge. Yeah.
Did you all ever perform on stuff like that?
Oh, never had a chance to.
Okay. Got you.
But if you know anyone that's got anything going like that, let us know. So we really like to speak with them to see how to get into that.
Okay. And something else that's really huge too. Remember the USO tours?
Right.
Do they still do that? I don't know if they do.
Yeah, they still have military people all over the world, so they still do that. You know, yep, absolutely. So look, we started late, but we're gonna end on time if you don't mind. You know, I always have two questions that I like to ask when I have guests on the show. The first question is, will you guys come back and see me again?
Of course.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay, good. You know, because we're gonna have better tech next time. And the second question that I always like to ask is, what would you like to leave with the people before we get out of here today?
Leave someone.
Well, I like to say, for me, I would just say, in the world that we're in today, we got to keep our heads up, our eyes open, be alert. Let's be more loving to our surroundings, our families, and just people in general. And what we need to do is really keep working with the younger people to get them to understand there's a better way to go than the things that they're doing. And it's not all of them, just that handful. We can't keep going that way.
Absolutely.
That's just mine.
Yeah. Anybody else?
No, that's it.
Show more love. Just piggybacking off what Cliff said. Show more love.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. So next time you're going to come in early so that you can be a part of the show from the beginning?
Yes, I didn't know.
See, they don't tell you nothing, do they? Yeah, well, look, I am so glad and honored to have you guys as my friend. I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. I appreciate you guys. Keep up the great work. Stay encouraged. And, you know, and you have a home here anytime. You know, if you want to call and complain about somebody, I'll give you a whole show, you know. But you guys didn't even bash not one person. That's love right there. So you guys stay right there. I'm going to end the show. So thank you all once again. I appreciate you, and you stay positive, uplifted, and blessed. You know.
You too.
You know, and yeah. Now next time I'm gonna come by when your wife cooked the food, man, because I want to try the food out. You know, because I understand. You know, look. Yeah, look. I know. There's some rehearsals turn into a buffet. You know, so that's the one I want to show at.
Most rehearsals.
That's what's up. Hey man, y'all stay blessed. Talk to you soon. Stay right there.
All right.
I want to invite you guys out to join me tomorrow, Street News Now at 12 noon, where I talk about news, commentaries on what's going on around the world. So please join me, Street News Now at noon each and every Wednesday. Also join me each and every Saturday, 12 noon, from the desk of Dr. Ron, where I give you commentaries on what's on my heart. Sometimes it could be crazy, sometimes it can be good, but you just got to come and see anyway. I want to thank everybody that have made contributions and donations up to this point in time. Thank you all so very much. Keep up the great work, and please support all of my advertisers. Thank you so very much. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to spread this around. This is a great opportunity to have a legendary group, and everybody needs to know what they're doing. So you guys stay safe. See you guys on tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you guys. Stay blessed.